And we are live for Game 1 of the 2022 Stanley Cup Final between the two-time back-to-back defending Stanley Cup champions Tampa Bay Lightning and the newcomers to the Cup Final since their last appearance being back in 2001, the Colorado Avalanche. This should be an interesting series. I have a feeling it goes the distance. Yes, 7 games. I have a feeling we see a 7-game series this Stanley Cup final, and this should be a fun one to watch. I get it. Yes, this is a Blackhawk channel, but might as well go live for the Cup final. I did it last year and I had a lot of fun doing it. Let's do this again. There will not be any live feed to this game due to the fact of copyright purposes, and just don't want to have that on my channel. I don't know who's all in the stream watching right now. I just want to say welcome because I do see 2 viewers are on as we get ready to get this game going. It's 30 minutes from, I would say about 45 minutes from puck drop. I wanted to go live a little early today. I don't know if I will be able to go live for game 2 because I think that's on Friday as well. And I will be in Chicago for the Chicago Sport. Nope. Game 2's on Saturday. So we'll go. We might not be able to go live for Saturday. We'll see. There we go. So, if you're in the chat, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I will highly appreciate it. Andy, I see you did comment saying, I hope you see a 3-peat by Tampa. I honestly am picking Tampa in 7 this series because I think their goaltending and their size overpowers the Colorado Avalanche, especially with the fact that Colorado is really beat up now going into this series. Goaltending, their big issue is, can Darcy Kemper stay healthy? He should be starting tonight. But if he doesn't, I don't think Francouz can win the Avalanche series. Win a Stanley Cup, I should mention. I would have thought by now they would have the pregame stuff going. Again, guys, if you are now hopping in, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and if you make sure to comment, guys. I'm making a tweet saying that we are live on YouTube. Just again, getting some links posted to Discord now. This should be a fun series, I have to say. Too bad the broadcast is through ESPN for the Cup final. I would have preferred it through the TNT broadcast. Come on, guys. Let's see if those comments come. You don't know who wins this series? That's understandable. This is going to be a tough series to predict. I'm saying Tampa in 7. The reason why is the fact they're goaltending, and Vasilevsky is the best goalie in the world, and they know what it takes to win the cup. Colorado, this is their first time in the cup final since 2001, and no one from that one team is a player. Their GM was the captain, but I would call this one I honestly think this goes the distance, and we see Tampa Bay hoisting the cup in Game 7. Yeah, I would agree. Kind of too close to call, but with the fact that Colorado has the injuries coming in, you don't know when Kadri's coming back. don't have players like they have a couple players out. So this is going to be interesting to see. And also, Darcy Kepper's been injured twice this playoff. And he's pulled himself out of the games twice. It could be a coin flip, yeah. Guys, make sure to share the stream if you want more to have more people come by. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I will highly appreciate it. Game is still not for another like 15 minutes. Yeah, Gerard won't be there. The way he got injured, that's a rough injury to take place. I don't know how he's doing now. The injuries with Colorado is the main story, I feel like. If they can overcome it, that's good on them, but they have a lot to prove with these injuries that they've suffered. I don't know if you guys saw, I did post a video today as well. In a few, I will show you it, maybe. No, I won't show it because I will make it kind of weird. But yeah, I did post a video earlier today talking about Alex, the Brinket stuff going on with the talks that he could potentially be traded. I really hope that doesn't happen. But we'll see what happens there. The DeBrincat for Mata trade was a hoax prior to the All-Star weekend in Vegas. What? What are you talking about, Jack? Okay. It could. It. Who do you have winning the cup for this round? Here, let me see. Let's see how stupid EA is if I did a quick Stanley Cup final sim. I won't show it out because I don't have the ability to do that from my end. See what stupid EA does between the Avalanche and Tampa Bay Lightning as a quick sim before the Cup final because there's 10 minutes till game time. So still have a few minutes to go. Okay. I know some people at that point just go for the team that beat them out of the playoffs because of they lost to the champion, but I understand that reasoning as well. Okay. Okay, I have the game set up where Colorado versus Tampa Stanley Cup final happening. Tampa gets the first goal of the Cup final in the first round. Okay, after game one in this film, Colorado wins. So could they win tonight? I don't know. Game two, Colorado takes a 2-0 series lead. I guess the Avalanche taking advantage of the home ice in that to start. Game three. I am not kidding you. Colorado now has a 3-0 series lead. That I don't think will happen. Tampa Bay won game four. It's now a 3-1 series in this stupid EA sim. Tampa has made it to game six. It's now a 2-3 series lead for Colorado. Tied 2-2 after one in the game six. Tampa takes a 4-3 lead going into the third period of game six, being down. We're down 3-0 in this series. Tampa has forced a game seven in this sim. That's being down 3-0. Can Tampa reverse sweep the Avalanche in seven in the sim? After one, the Tampa Bay Lightning have a 1-0 lead. The Tampa Bay Lightning have a 4-1 lead after two. And it looks like EA could be predicting Tampa Bay in seven by reverse sweeping the Avalanche. Wouldn't that be something to happen in a cup final? A reverse sweep. It's 5-2. Per EA, the Tampa Bay Lightning in Game 7 takes it. That's okay. That's something interesting to see. Tampa Bay reverse swept Colorado in that sim. All right, I have the game ready to go on ESPN Plus. So here we go. It's almost game time, and it should be a fun game to watch. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I will highly appreciate it. Sorry, my dogs are now going stupid. I guess they're ready for the Cup final to happen.
Welcome back.
Oops. Don't know what that was about.
What's going on? So we've got somebody tuning in from the UK and also from Chile. Also, Sunino, what's up? It's the Stanley Cup. Yes, the most wonderful time of the year. And guys,
Sorry, I was just checking in on one of my friend's streams as well on Twisted Wrister Hockey. Guys, I don't know how long I will stay streaming for, if it's going to be kind of a dead chat like this today. I would like to stream the entire game, but we'll see. The screen just went black. Oh, really? They don't like hockey? Yeah, it's all right. Not a lot. There's people that don't like hockey, which, ah, it's their opinion. Still the best sport in the world, in my opinion. All right, we have the cup set. Who do you have winning? It's the Tampa Bay Lightning, the back-to-back champions, facing off against the Colorado Avalanche, the newcomers to the cup final. Let's see your predictions, guys, in the chat. Did I like the Winter Classic Stadium? I like the All Star logo. That's nice. The Winter Classic logo, I get they use kind of the Green Monster look. The Stadium Series logo, it's a they were going to use that a couple of years ago for that Stadium Series, so it's the same one, just updated year. It's still not a bad logo. What's your thoughts on the those logos, Nimmer? This should be a fun game. I honestly think this could be a fun series. You're getting the back-to-back champions, looking to go for the three-peat, and you're getting a young Colorado, a young, hungry Colorado team. The All-Star logo is really nice. I like the sunset with it. Now, if only the All-Star game was ever good, then it would look even nicer. But the All-Star game's never good, so I much prefer the last Stanley Cup final logos more than the new ones. They don't even say Stanley Cup final. It's missing that on these Cup final patches. The new ones suck. They're boring. They're too. They took away too much of it. I know this is the Stanley Cup champion logo from 2015, 2010, 2013, but that's pretty much what the Cup final logo looked like in those years. In the 2010 from 2009 up to last year. I'm just not a big fan of the new one. It's too boring. What's up, Hawkthorne? Oh, I understand how you feel going into a cup final. Roots. The cup final is a nerve-wracking time of year if your team is in it. Your emotions go flying. Colorado could be coming in tired. They have not played a game in 9 days. That's a long time off, especially in a playoff. So they're going to want to get their skating legs going and ready to go. They're probably going to just call themselves the Calgary Heat. To just go with the Calgary Flame name. I bet, Roots. You guys had a good season and a good playoff. Cale Makar is my favorite to win the cup final. Not the cup final. Is to win the Conn Smythe. But I still think Tampa Bay wins the cup. I'm sorry about that statement. I think Tampa wins the cup, but the Conn Smythe favorite going into the series has to be Cale Makar. Dude's unreal. Yeah, Neymar, I think the Stockton Heat just go with the Calgary. Just call themselves the Calgary Heat. As of right now, he does definitely deserve to win it. Cale Makar has been insane this playoff. If the Oilers were the team to make it to the Cup final, it would have been McDavid for Con's my favorite. Tampa Bay, there's really not a true Con's my favorite, I feel like. They have worked by committee this playoff. Hawkthorne, I don't know if you saw my most recent video I posted earlier today. I basically talk about that, so I know what you mean. I hope they don't trade him either. But make sure to catch that video I posted earlier today because that's going to be, it's basically gives my thoughts on the rumors of DeBrincat could be traded this offseason, which I hope does not happen. They can't afford to trade Alex DeBrincat. Yeah. The issue with Cale Makar, if he didn't get injured, I think he would have won Norris Trophy. Yeah, I saw that Cassidy was hired by Vegas. That sucks because I would have really loved to see Cassidy behind our bench. And Tortorella, I know, is in negotiations phases with the Flyers. Okay, Hawkthorne. So how do you guys like me doing these Stanley Cup Finals streams? I did them last year. I had fun doing that last year, so that's why I brought them back. Just knowing how bad our season was, we needed something. I wish the Stanley Cup final was broadcasted on the TNT with TNT because they actually have done much better broadcasting the playoffs than ESPN has. Yeah, that is true. I know if you guys notice, I've taken a little bit of a hiatus on video making right now, is because I've been busy with a lot of stuff. But video production should be picking up here in a few days. I have a couple videos planned. I have a collaboration in the works trying to figure out when we both are able to get the video made. Because if you saw one of my more recent videos, it was about me ranking all 32 NHL teams' best jerseys in their histories. The next one should be about the worst. Nimmer, the reason why DeBoer would be the wrong coach for the Hawks, I feel like he isn't a good coach for a team. I frankly think he loses the locker room way too easily. And the way he showed how much of a idiot he was for injuries with Vegas this year by basically trying to play Leonard with Leonard being injured. I do not want to have that as our coach. DeBoer is the wrong coach for this. All right. Barry Trotz would be awesome. I would love Barry Trotz, but would he want to come to us is the question. That's the main question. Would Barry Trotz want to come to the Chicago Blackhawks? All right, take care, Roots. No. Randy Carlisle's been out of the game for a while, Nemmer. Don't go. Here's the thing. I want to experience coach. I don't want like Peter DeBoer, especially a Randy Carlisle, or hell, I do not want to see a Mike Babcock. Those would be all the wrong choices. Hey guys, we get to see Brandon Hagel have a chance for a Stanley Cup now. And he looks to be playing on the starting lineup. If that wasn't him, that could have been Braden Point. We'll see. Yeah, Nemmer. Definitely, we do not want to see Jeremy Colleton ever return. That guy was a terrible head coach. I can't get behind that new Stanley Cup final logo. I think it really sucks. They claim the shape of it's supposed to represent the banners that teams raise. I mean, look at the Hawks. They went with squared banners, not a Vegas Golden Knights shield. That's what that reminds me of. It looks like the shield kind of like the LA Kings like kind of logo and the shield. It's not a good cup final patch. And the Avalanche won the opening faceoff, but the Lightning get it back. It's Jan Ruda dumping it into offensive zone for Tampa Bay. The Avalanche now go on the attack. It's McKinnon. McKinnon tried to break through on Hedman, and he shoots it off Hedman's skate, and it goes wide, and the Lightning now come out with it. It's Kaloran. Kaloran getting in, offside for Tampa Bay. 1 minute, just 30 seconds have elapsed. Yeah, I agree. It's too modern. Yeah. All right. Shurnak has the puck after a penalty called or not? Was not icing. 19:30 remaining in the first period. This should be interesting. What's going on? Stamkos versus McKinnon, and Stamkos wins it back. Hedman with the puck sends it up the ice for Kucherov, and that goes down the ice for another icing. There's been 3 stoppage of plays in the first 36 seconds of play. That's some great pace by the refs. All right, here we go. Offensive zone faceoff for the Avalanche. McKinnon on the wing with Landeskog taking the faceoff. Landeskog loses it, and Stamkos won it cleanly. It's Hedman with the puck, taking it into the offensive zone, leaves it for Kucherov, shoots it wide, and Stamkos almost receives. As Newhook loses control, Stamkos tried to re-enter the offensive zone. Hedman now with the puck in the defensive zone for Tampa Bay, taking it up the ice for Kucherov. It's now Burkowski. Yeah, I feel like he did better with the Hawks, but he probably just he has less that he has to do with Tampa. Devon Tays with the puck now in his defensive zone. It's now Burkowski taking it up, dumping it down the ice. Tampa Bay getting back there. It's Comfort, the Chicago native. Ryan McDonough dumping it up, and the Lightning now go up. It's Braden Point returning to the Tampa Bay Lightning lineup tonight. Rantanen going in, setting up in a save by Vasilevsky. That's the first shot on net in the Stanley Cup final. Rantanen going in with a backhand shot on Vasilevsky. Brandon Hagel is out of the lineup today, which really shocking. He's actually had a solid playoff. He doesn't have to do much. He plays a defense. His line in this Tampa Bay setup is a defensive line, and he plays it well. Stamkos getting tossed from the faceoff, and it's going to potentially be Kucherov taking the draw. No, it's Chiarelli. Chiarelli loses the faceoff back. Tampa Bay Bryant shoots it, and it goes up and high. Stamkos getting checked off by Johnson. Johnson feeds it over for Arturi Lehkonen, and Darren Helm is down in the slot setting up Johnson. Johnson cutting in over to Helm, and he goes wide with the redirection. The puck is now on the boards with Johnson, Chiarelli, Stamkos. Stamkos tried getting it out, and the Lightning get onto it, and that goes on to Vasilevsky for the save. 17:48 remaining in the first period. It's 0-0, and Colorado is coming out with a heavy attack. How do you guys like this play-by-play I'm doing for this Cup final? All right. JT Comfort now at the dot loses the faceoff. Hedman now with it. Tried to send it out of the defensive zone for Tampa Bay, and the Lightning now get it down the ice. Tampa sets up in their defensive zone as Burakovsky. And now they go over. It's Jack Johnson. Johnson dumping it in. Vasilevsky plays the puck over for Hedman. Hedman sends it up to Ross Colton, who scored the Stanley Cup winning goal just a year ago. Colton going in, fires in, and goes wide with the shot. It's now Ruda. Ruda gets it down to Colton. Colton getting checked off. It's now Braden Point with the puck. Point sets up for Ruda. Ruda with the shot and a save by Kemper. Shots on net, 3-2-1 in favor for the Colorado Avalanche. At 17:10 remaining in the first period. That was a nice shot by Ruda. It was just too much where Kemper could see it. Here we go again. It's a offensive zone face-off for the Lightning. It's Marc-Andre Bell. It's Belmar at the dot. Now Patrick Maroon with the puck. He loses control. Byram gets it up. And the Lightning and the Avalanche go on the attack. Avalanche now are in. And the Lightning steal. Patrick Maroon dumping it into the offensive zone where Belmar is trying to get there to beat Byram. But Byram did win the race, and the Avalanche dump it into the crease, and Vasilevsky gets a stoppage of play. Wow, that's a big difference. Cirelli at the dot against McKinnon. Cirelli wins the face-off, and it gets over to Kaloran. Kaloran dumping it in where Hagel tried getting on the races. I thought Hagel was out of the lineup. I guess he's in. I would love to see a Brandon the Bagel Hagel goal today. Cirelli at the dot versus Rantanen. No, Landeskog. Now it's McKinnon as Landeskog gets chased. Landeskog is now on the wing against Hagel. It's now Cirelli loses the face-off, but Hagel gets there. Hagel tried to battle Devontae's, and the Lightning have to play back a little bit. Kaloran can't get to the puck where Cale Makar goes in on the races. It's now Ryan McDonough checking Makar, and there was a big shot off the post, and the Lightning now go on the attack. Hagel tried to go on a breakaway, but it was well defended by McKinnon. Now Newhook. Newhook gets it over for Devontae's. Devontae's going on a pinch in. Sergachev now with it. Up to Hagel. Hagel getting it over to Kaloran. Johnson now up for Rantanen. Now Landeskog. Landeskog settling things down in the defensive zone for the Avalanche. Devontae's plays it over for Johnson, and now Landeskog gets it over. Helm with the shot and a save by Vasilevsky. Darren Helm did win the series against the St. Louis Blues single-handedly with 6 seconds remaining in that series. That was an impressive goal by Helm, and now we see what happens here. As the Lightning are playing a more defensive style, which is expected. They are a more defensive team than the Avalanche, and the Avalanche have managed to get some shots off here. Tampa Bay loses the faceoff, and the Lightning and the Avalanche now set up. Avalanche getting checked is O'Connor. O'Connor can't get it out, and it's Braden Point stealing the puck and trying to get it through the neutral zone. Tampa Bay, Victor Hedman now with the puck sends it up the ice, and there was a big hit sending a player from Colorado into the boards. Now Paul loses control and Helm steals, but Paul regains a steal. And the puck is now tight onto the boards with Helm and Paul, and now O'Connor. O'Connor cutting in, going behind the net of Vasilevsky, and there should be a power play coming for the Avalanche. No, for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Josh Manson has been sent to the box for holding. Okay. So a power play for the Tampa Bay Lightning here. Could we see the first goal of the 2022 Stanley Cup Final come off the power play? As Josh Manson sent to the box for holding on Nick Paul. Anthony Cirelli with Braden Point Kucherov hit. I couldn't tell who else. Probably Stamkos. And Hedman, probably. No, Sergachev. No, that's Stammer. Hedman sets up over for Kucherov. Kucherov looking, sets it over for Point. Point playing the bumper roll to Kucherov. Over to Hedman. Back to Kucherov with the shot, and that goes wide. Stamkos now with the puck. Loses an edge, but keeps control. Hedman over to Kucherov. Tries to set up a play on the slide. It's now Hedman. Hedman on the point for Stamkos with the shot that goes wide. And Kucherov gets it over to Point. Over for Hedman, and a save by Kemper. And the Avalanche clear it down the ice. 1:30 remaining on the Tampa Bay power play. Hedman now with the puck behind Vasilevsky, setting up the Lightning to go on the rush. It's now Point. Point leaves it for Palat. Palat for Kucherov. Back to Point. Point now in. Point sets up first Stamkos to Hedman. Hedman to Kucherov. Over for Palat. Back to Palat. Palat back to Kucherov. Kucherov sets up. Kucherov looking over for Palat to Point, who got well defended. Kucherov looking for an opening in Point to Hedman. Hedman on the point goes down to Palat. Palat looking for Kucherov. Back to Hedman. Hedman sets up to Kucherov. Fires! And it was blocked by Jack Johnson. Kucherov now has it again. Kucherov looks for Palat. Going for an opening. Sets up a shot by Stamkos that goes wide. Kucherov now goes and loses control. And the Avalanche clear it down the ice. 30 seconds remaining on the Tampa Bay power play. It's now Sergachev. Sergachev looking up the ice for Nick Paul. Paul loses control, and that goes back down the ice. And Sergachev has to play in the defensive zone against Nico Sturm. It's now Sergachev looking back for Ross Colton. Colton gets it up to Corey Perry, who's been in, this is now his third consecutive Stanley Cup final, but this time he's looking to win the Stanley Cup. Tampa Bay going in. It's now Darren Helm. Helm now with it for Avalanche in the offensive zone. It's Sergachev. Sergachev over to Chernak. Chernak sends the puck up the ice for Perry. Leaves it for Kaloran. Kaloran sets up Cirelli. Cirelli dekes for Chernak with the shot that goes high and off of the blocker of Kemper. Bowen Byram with the puck, setting into the offensive zone for for Colorado. Rantanen with the shot, and he scores the first goal of the 2022 Stanley Cup Final. His Rantanen with the shot that gets right underneath the glove of Vasilevsky. It's 1-0 Colorado. Or was there a redirection by Landeskog? Oh, yeah. Landeskog managed to tap it in after it went through the underarm of Vasilevsky. Hagel tried to defend that. It didn't work out. And Landeskog gets into the slot and beats Vasilevsky. It's 1-0 Colorado with 12-13 remaining in the first period. Colorado's captain, Gabriel Landeskog, gets on the board for the first goal of the 2022 Stanley Cup Final. Nico Sturm loses the faceoff, and Vasilevsky plays it for Chernak. Chernak sends the puck up to Corey Perry. Can't control. Perry now with it. Loses it, and Jack Johnson defended. And the Avalanche keeps the pressure on. Vasilevsky sets up for Chernak behind the net. And the Lightning dumping out of the zone. The Lightning is now playing a defense as the Avalanche press. Vasilevsky plays it for Chernak to set up a line change. Sergachev tried to clear it, and JT Comfort with the shot that goes wide. Bowen by him keeps the pressure on. Ryan McDonough gets it down the ice for Steven Stamkos. Stamkos now in the offensive zone with a big check on Bowen Byram. Now the Avalanche go on the attack. It's Rantanen over for Comfort. Comfort leaves it, and there is a tripped up Avalanche player, but no call is coming. It's now Jack Johnson in his defensive zone for the Avalanche. Nathan MacKinnon tries to cut in. Shots on net. 7-3 in favor for the Tampa Bay Lightning. No, in favor for the Colorado Avalanche. My bad. Victor Hedman now with the puck. And the Avalanche keep the press on. Tampa has been on their heels this period. They had a power play. They couldn't score. And another score by Newhook. It's 2-0 Colorado. After steal in the offensive zone, the Avalanche now lead 2-0 over the Tampa Bay Lightning by a goal by Alex Newhook. That is a rough one. Nathan MacKinnon steals it, gets it to Newhook in the slot, and he just shoots it 5-hole on Vasilevsky. Thanks, Andy. Oh, my bad. That was Natushkin, not Newhook. Why did I say Newhook? Okay. Darren Helm with the puck, and the Avalanche keep the press on. Now Ryan McDonough gets the puck after an icing is called. It's 2-0 Colorado with 10:28 remaining in the first period. Goal scored by Gabriel Landeskog and now Bertilli Natushkin to give the Avalanche that 2-0 lead. All right, Stamkos loses the faceoff. It's now Arturi Lehkonen getting the puck over, and the Avalanche go in. It's a good setup by O'Connor. Now Lehkonen battling for that puck against Ruda. O'Connor tried to get it out. O'Connor gets it to Lehkonen. Now the Avalanche lose control. It's Kucherov with the puck. Kucherov over for Palat. Palat tried to back pass it over, and it didn't work out. The Avalanche keep pressure on, but Kucherov now have it. Fires by Sergachev, and Nathan MacKinnon gets the puck. It's now a rush by MacKinnon. MacKinnon going in. MacKinnon sets up for an offside. Okay. It remains 2-0 with 9:45 remaining in the first period. It's the Avalanche who lead this game. And this is a big series indeed. It's the Stanley Cup final. It's the defending back-to-back champions versus the young and upcoming Colorado Avalanche. Make sure to like this stream if you haven't done so already. Make sure to leave a subscribe. I will highly appreciate it, as I'm going to try and go live for all potentially 7 of the Stanley Cup final games. We don't know quite yet on game 2 just because I actually have a hockey game myself that day. Did the stream? Yeah, thanks for that comment there, Andy and Hawkthorne. I'm trying to do my best on the play-by-play. I've known I got a couple players' names wrong, but it's just the jersey numbers are close. Like Landeskog wears 92 and Rantanen wears 96. That's a close enough number to get flipped. And Natushkin wears 13, and I believe Newhook wears 18. All right. JT Compher wins the faceoff back to Eric Johnson. And now the Avalanche lose control for Hedman to set up. The Avalanche keep pressure on in the Lightning defensive zone. It's now Hagel, the former Hawk himself, dumping it in. It's Chiarelli. Chiarelli now over tries to set up Hedman, and now it's a shot by Burakovsky, who stole the puck in the Lightning offensive zone and went on a breakaway. Had an opportunity there, he couldn't score. So Bowen Byram with the puck sends the puck up to O'Connor. And now it's Maroon. Maroon sets up Belmar. Back to Maroon. Shoots it and is saved by Kemper. Corey Perry now gets it over to Belmar. Belmar sends the puck to Sergachev with the shot. And it's Perry. Perry looking. And he couldn't get it in. It's now the Avalanche with the puck in their defensive zone. Colorado dumping it into the neutral zone, and Nico Sturm now in the offensive zone getting checked by Sergachev, and he goes backhand on Vasilevsky, and that went wide. Sergachev now set up the Lightning. Bogosian now with the puck. Bogosian looking to get a breakout here. Bogosian gets it to Ross Colton. Colton now over to Sergachev up the ice for Braden Point. Point couldn't get to it, and now the Lightning now do. It's Point. Point looks. Point gets it to Ruda. Ruda gets it to Edman with the shot, and it goes off the glove and into the protected netting above by off of Kemper. Yeah, I kind of agree there. It's that they last year was the first Stanley Cup final. They didn't do it, and then they, I guess, continued it this year. The Avalanche have been pressing the Lightning back a lot this game so far. Offensive zone draw for the Lightning. It's 2-0 Tampa, Colorado with 7:57 remaining in the first period. Ross Colton versus Darren Helm. Colton wins the faceoff. Gets it back for Hedman with the shot that goes wide. Ruda now with it, and he tries to shoot it. That gets blocked by Arturi Lehkonen. Bowen Byram tries to clear the puck out, and O'Connor dumps it out. Ruda now gets it to Braden Point. Point in his defensive zone gets it to Edmund, who dumps it down the ice for Nick Paul going in, and he scores! Nick Paul gets on the Lightning on the board off a great dump in pass by Braden Point. It's a 2-1 game. Colorado leads it. Nick Paul, the trade deadline acquisition by the Tampa Bay Lightning from the Ottawa Senators, dekes Darcy Kemper out of his pads and gets the Lightning on the board. All right. Anthony Cirelli wins the face-off back. It's now Chernak with the puck. Getting it into the offensive zone. Looking at it, and that was offside. I wonder why Game 2 is on Saturday, not Friday. Is it because there's an NBA game tomorrow on Friday or something? NBA final game on Friday. All right, it's McDonough. McDonough dumping it in. It's now It's now Devon Tays. Devon Tays gets it to Gale McCarr, loses control to Palat. Stamkos nearly got an opportunity, but Chernak now with it. Shoots it wide. It's now McDonough. McDonough sends the puck around the ice for the Lightning to set up, but Chernak can't get a control of it, and the puck goes all the way down for Vasilevsky to play. It's now Palat. Palat in the defensive zone sends it to McDonough. McDonough gets it to Kucherov. Kucherov leaving it down the ice for Kemper to play. Kemper now tried to clear it, and the Lightning are now pressing. The Lightning steals Maroon. Maroon tried to throw it over to Kucherov. That couldn't work out. The Lightning now in the neutral zone, and now Nathan McKinnon looking in, and he shoots it off the blocker, off of one of the legs of Sergachev. Now the Lightning tried to clear it out of the defensive zone, and the Avalanche go on the attack. It's Rantanen. Rantanen can't get control, and the Avalanche keep the pressure on. Cale Makar dumping it down, and it's Sergachev. Sergachev gets it to Bogosian. Bogosian tries to clear it. Byram now with it. Gets it down to Burakovsky. Burakovsky gets it back to Byram, who shoots it, and it goes off of the blocker, and the Lightning clear it. It's now Kalorin on a 2-on-1 with Cirelli. Kalorin to Cirelli, and it didn't work out, as the puck went a little high on Cirelli's stick, but Hagel is there now. Kalorin with the puck. Kalorin sets up, goes over for McDonough, and Hagel nearly had an opportunity there. Couldn't set it up. Cernak over to McDonough. McDonough looking, shoots it, and that goes wide. Hagel looking for that battle for that puck. As we know, he knows that, has that nose for that puck from Chicago. It's going to a commercial break. This has been a good game so far. Please, guys, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I will highly appreciate it. All right, here we go again. Lightning down by a goal. Colorado Avalanche have had the better opportunities, I would say, which it's okay. They have that new talent to the Cup final energy, I feel like. Helm loses the faceoff, and Ryan McDonough now gets in, try clear into the offensive zone for the Lightning. Colorado tries to dump it out, and it's Chernak. Chernak getting checked off the puck, and the Avalanche get the pressure on it. It's Jack Johnson getting to the puck in his defensive zone. Jack Johnson tried to clear it, and the Avalanche can't get it out. Darren Helm now with it, dumping it in. Jan Ruda is now with the puck in his defensive zone behind Vasilevsky. He's a former Blackhawk, yes, but when he was with us, he was not that good. Ruda with the puck, sends the puck up the ice, trying to get to Andre Palat, and that didn't work out as that went offside. Here it's Chiarelli. Chiarelli with Sergachev behind him in the defensive zone faceoff. Chiarelli loses it, and it's Cale Makar deking himself with it. It's now Devontae shooting it, and it went wide off the pads of Vasilevsky. Cale Makar can't settle it down as the puck goes all the way down to Darcy Kemper for Devontae's now with it behind Kemper. Devontae's now sets up, goes up the ice for McKinnon. McKinnon with the wheels going in, getting checked by Chiarelli, and there's going to be a penalty called. A power play to the Colorado Avalanche with a 2-1 lead. Chiarelli is going to be going to the box as he trips up Nathan McKinnon. Shots on net, 11-6 in favor for the Colorado Avalanche. Oh, my bad. It's Sergachev going to the box. I thought it was going to be Chiarelli. Either one of them could have gotten called for the tripping, but they gave it to Sergachev. A lethal power play these Avalanche have. It's now Makar. Makar on the point, looking in, sets up McKinnon with the shot and a save by Vasilevsky. It's now Arturi Lehkonen tries to cut in. It's Landeskog getting it up the ice. It's Makar. Makar now gets it, sets up Rantanen. Rantanen looking in with the shot that goes wide, and it goes back to McCarr gets it out of play. Should be a tripping call on the Lightning. And there will be a two-man advantage for the Colorado Avalanche as Anthony Cirelli gets called for tripping on Cale Makar. It was a clear trip, that's for sure. But Cirelli is really arguing with the refs about it. So a minute and 33 of a two-man advantage for the Avalanche here. John Cooper is clearly angry at that, but that was a clear trip. He got his stick loose and it went on the legs of Makar and that tripped him up. That's a trip. All right, here we go again. It's a power play. It's a two-man advantage for this lethal power play of the Colorado Avalanche. Landeskog got the dot, loses the face-off of the Lightning, tried to clear it, and that didn't work out with this man advantage here. It's Makar, gets it to Rantanen. Rantanen over to Makar, back to Rantanen. Rantanen to McKinnon. McKinnon looking in, deking a little bit, sets up Rantanen. Loses the puck control, but it goes to Makar. Makar looking over to McKinnon. McKinnon looks in, down to Landeskog, back to Rantanen. Sets up, and it gets blocked by Bellemare. It's now McKinnon. McKinnon looking, sets up Makar. Makar on the point, looking back to McKinnon, back to the point. Fires! That was saved by Vasilevsky off the blocker. Now Makar sets up over to Terry Lehkonen, back to McKinnon. McKinnon over to Makar. Fires! And it gets blocked by McDonough. It's now McKinnon. McKinnon back to Makar. Down to Landeskog. No, that's Rantanen. Over to McKinnon. And that was shot hard onto Vasilevsky. And the puck came loose. And McKinnon now with it. Over to Landeskog. Back to Rantanen. Rantanen sets up. Over to McKinnon with a big block by Cernak. Now Landeskog over to Rantanen, and he scores! It's a 3-1 lead for the Colorado Avalanche on this two-man advantage. They took advantage. The Lightning could not clear it. It's Terry Lehkonen going to be credited with the goal, getting a stick onto the puck. And it was shot by Rantanen. The Lightning just could not get the puck out of their zone. Lehkonen gets his stick on the puck on the shot by Rantanen, and that goes past Vasilevsky. It's a 2-goal lead again, and John Cooper's seriously angry about this. Is he going to challenge? Or something was thrown onto the ice? So a power play remains for this lethal power play of the Avalanche. 50 seconds remaining on the power play. It's Hedman now with the puck trying to clear. It's Kaloran. Kaloran going in, looking for a shorthanded opportunity. He just loses control and dumps it. It's now the Avalanche. Avalanche set up in their defensive zone with 35 seconds remaining on the power play. They go up. It's now Burakovsky. Burakovsky gets it to Byram. Byram getting checked, but Burakovsky comes out with it. Back to Byram on the point. Goes over for Taze. Over to Byram. Shoots it wide. It's now Natushkin. Natushkin behind Vasilevsky. Plays it up for Byram. Byram with the puck. Over to Taze with the shot, and that was blocked by Nick Paul and cleared down the ice. It's now Darcy Kemper to play the puck with the power play ended. It's a 3-1 lead for the Avalanche, and Darren Helm tried to get into the redirection of O'Connor shot, and now the Avalanche keep the pressure on. Jan Ruda getting checked into the boards is Byram. Byram can't get control. It's now Cirelli. It's now Palat. Palat dumping it into the offensive zone, going on the race. It's going in, backhand onto Kemper, and that was a save by Kemper. JT Compher now gets it, but Kucherov steals it, and Palat shoots it wide. Bogosian gets it to Stamkos, gets it on net, and that goes wide. Compher now with it. Compher sends the puck down the ice. and that couldn't get out of the neutral zone. 49.9 seconds remaining in the first period. Shots on net 15-7 in favor for the Colorado Avalanche with a 3-1 lead. Goals scored by Landeskog, Natushkin, Nick Paul for the Lightning, and Arturi Lehkonen for the Avalanche to give them that 2-goal cushion. It's Chernak getting the puck. It's now Hedman. Hedman trying to clear the puck out of the zone as the Avalanche continue their pressure on. It's now Chernak getting pressed in the defensive zone, trying to clear it out of the zone. It's Kucherov now. Kucherov gets it over for Hedman. Hedman trying to shoot it on to the legs of a Avalanche player. Hedman now in the neutral zone, trying to set up something to get the Lightning in to the game with one being down by 2. All right, Steven Stamkos versus Gabriel Landeskog. Stamkos trying to win it, and he gets tossed. So, Braden Point comes in. Stamkos gets tossed out of the offensive zone faceoff. So Braden Point takes the draw. Point wins it for Stamkos. Over to Sergachev down the ice for Point, and that's going to pretty much be it for the first period of play. It's a 3-1 lead for the Colorado Avalanche after 1. That was a that was a really high-paced game to start. Avalanche pressed hard. The Lightning just didn't have the energy, it seemed like, to beat the Avs. Could it be the fact that they're not used to the high altitude? That's a possibility. Guys, I think I might actually just end the stream here just because there's not many of you here, if any. It's showing none on my screen. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for coming to the broadcast for those who did. And make sure to catch my latest video I did post today about let's talk about Alex DeBrincat, basically, and what's going on with the Hawks and pretty much why they should not trade him. So make sure to catch that video if you haven't done so already. And thank you for watching the live stream. I had a lot of fun. I will try to stream for part of game 2, but I'm not 100% sure if I can. So thank you for coming, and I hope you have a fun rest of the Stanley Cup Final Game 1.